Priscilla Batzel in Spring Hill, Florida at Expressionist Art Studio. These are some of my tools. That's a Princeton Art Tool Catalyst spatula. That's a silicone basting brush with all of the rows removed, except for the last one, and then every other tine. This is a piece of a tongue depressor. They're all useful tools as far as dragging goes, as is the skewer. I have 3 potential swipe tools made of acetate, and my handy dandy trusty OXO omelet turning flip and fold best paint spreading tool I know of spatula. I'm going to do a variation on some swipes. Shouldn't be anything on that canvas, and I'm going to put as some random marks down. Trying to be lyrical, I guess. We'll see what happens. I might want to put something else down here. I'll try. That was the Mayan Gold. That's a Prizm Pour. All my colors are from Colour Arte. There's a 20% off coupon code below the video, along with the link to the Colour Arte website. This is a combination of sour lemon and a little bit of orange crush. And I'm going to be adding a lot of colors, I think, but if I could manage to edit myself, I'd probably be happier. This is some pink carnation. This is also another Prizm Pour. I've only used Prizm Pour so far. That one I'm going to put back in case I need some room. I think I want some pink diamond, which is a different color pink, also a Prizm Pour. I'm thinking fall and trees, although these are not fall and tree colors, so I don't know why I can't do that. I'm going to throw a little bit of deep amethyst, assuming that it's open. I hope it's open. Just a little bit. I think I'm going to share a little bit of Abalone with myself, which I've been using a bunch lately, which I really like a lot. Just to give myself a little bit more quantity, and also it shimmers so nicely. It really does. I just mixed up Ginger Peach, which is a primary element. I just mixed up a few colors. I've got some more mixing to do. I'm not done. I just mixed up, this I've had before and I just used a larger bottle. But what I haven't had before is this Mystique, which I used up all of, and will be hoping to get my hands on some more because this might be my new favorite turquoise color. Although my bottles are a little stiff. I wish I'd bought a different style. I'm going to try a little tiny dab here and there of orange crush. I see something in the paint that does not belong. Usually I'll use my tweezers. I think I actually found my tweezers. Yes, and I see them, yay! I had taken them out of the bucket and left them on the side of the bucket, and that made them invisible. Go figure. This is Midnight Shadow. I'm not sure why I used that, but I think I'm going to like it. Maybe not as much as I see that deep amethyst. I think instead of more darks, I think I'm going to go for Boysenberry. The deep amethyst was Prizm Pour. This is Boysenberry and ginger flower together. Ginger flower is an awesome peach. Excuse me, pink. Now that's just pretty all by itself. And I kind of promised myself I would try this time to tip this. I'm going to throw some Interference Violet, another Prizm Pour, another Primary Element. Make sure it's totally open. That is an amazing color. So, I never did use any of the Emperor's Gold. And maybe just a little bit here and there. Won't hurt anything. And that is pretty much it, with the exception of the Frozen that I got out. And I wonder if I want the Frozen or if I want a blue velvet. Oh, I think I want the Frozen. Definitely. Now, I never get enough pink. And I have wonderful pinks. Here's the ginger flower that I was talking about. So that's 3 pinks. Pink Carnation, Pink Diamond, and ginger flower. Ginger flower is brilliant. Now, just for grins, because I promised myself I would. Oh, that's stuck. That's not supposed to stick. What is that? Go away thing. Alright, now what I'm going to try and do is grab one of my little dishes and find the heavier version of the Australian Floetrol with Amsterdam White. I'm going to have to experiment and see what I like. And I want to grab the Mayan Gold again. I was and do use a cell activator that's gold, but I like to add a non-cell activator on top of the white, which is the Mayan Gold in this case. I'm going to need something to scrape off my colors, although that worked for now. So I'm going to grab a little scrape dish and wipe off my tool. And if one of them gets too dirty, I'll use another. So I'm just going to try the larger one. I'm going to try a different color. I am going to try the Dioxazine Purple. It's a Master's Touch from Hobby Lobby. And do the same thing with the gold. I might go for the black also. Let's go over here. Just digging the edge right in. And it's time to scrape off my residuals. Sometimes I use them on the edge. I don't see any cells in there, but they might be coming. That happens that way quite frequently. So let's try the gold cell activator first, which is P.E.o Iridescent Precious Gold. And some rich gold from Atelier and some pale gold from Atelier. And this is Mystique Primary Element. I don't see many cells, but what that makes me think is maybe, since there are a few, I can help some of them pop. So I like the purple, it's just not silly. So let's go through the whole course of potentiality and grab some black, also Amsterdam black. I'm going to try the Mayan gold again, because I really don't see a whole lot of it except for in the center. I'm going to push some of that right over there. And bring it right up here. My leftovers. I don't think I've ever used a whole bunch of different, a series of different cell activators before. That's my residual. Now I have to decide what goes on this other end down here. And I kind of like the white a lot, actually. I've got an orange. I'm going to try it. I've got an orange from Atelier. It's not open. Look, there we go. I got it. It's kind of an odd color. I almost think I should have put some black underneath, but that was not part of the plan because I have other ideas. Now, let's grab some of the colors. And I may go back through and spiral things out. Also might borrow some paint here and there. I keep noticing that trees are in groups. Let me grab one of these that has a nice end on it. And I wanted to do some really abstract trees for a while now. Not sure how this is going to go, and I'm still going to need something underneath. There may be a part 1 and part 2 coming up. So I'm going to need a hillside, or a rolling hillside is what I was thinking about. Just following the curve. I see that I've got a place. I'm just going to grab some white cell activator right here, because there's really nothing going on there particularly. And maybe dip it back in over here. I kind of like the white a lot. It's totally surreal though, it's not realistic at all. I forgot the green. Alright, the odder the shapes, the better. The happier I'll be. I'm just going to grab a little bit of white cell activator and camouflage the edge where I pulled my trunks down. I think I need a different kind of pull. So I'm going to try a card. And I should have just grabbed myself something to dip into. That would have been better. If it comes out even half as cool as I'm thinking, I got a shot at liking it. And I'm definitely thinking more cell activator, especially right here. In spite of the fact that I love some of those colors, before the paint sets up anymore. Right, so there's going to have to be a part 2, but for right now we've got 3 more minutes. And I'm just going to keep doing what I'm doing. Adding a little more white cell activator in places that I feel it needs it. I kind of want to try the acetate tool. Yeah, I kind of want to try everything actually. I'm not sure I thought that out as well as I could have. If I can get a line underneath everything, that would make me happy. A rolling hill. You know what I've got? I've got some black iris. That's somewhat plugged. And I've got paint chips under my fingernails and I can't get it out. Okay, I'm going to try harder. Now I'm thinking, what should I do with that? And I really wanted to use some green. Some Fandango. And I guess I'm going to try a little bit of gold and see what happens. Kind of like that. I think I'm probably not going to be unhappy. I got paint I can use from my dish too. Try a little white cell activator. It's the foreground after all. I like the green. I've got a moon. Ha! Let's pretend that I have enough time to do this. There we go. When that timer goes off, there'll be 1 minute left. Come on out. So that's my 1 minute mark. Come on. Here we go. Kind of want some blue in there, and I'm thinking that that mysterious is the perfect thing. Maybe not everywhere, but a few places. Oh, I forgot the green over there. Alright, well I will come back and finish. Not that it'll be very interesting because it'll just be the same difference. I love you guys. Please check out my link tree for Pinterest, Instagram, Twitter links. Facebook group, Expressionist Art Studio Gallery Appreciation Group is for students.